Afternoon. We've not had any videos out for a while. One thing has led to another, and we've been really busy work wise, and we've had to concentrate on that. But as you can see today, we're down by the canal. In fact, we're actually somewhere a little bit more special than that, but more on that in a second. So as you may or may not already know, we are intending to pack up everything and move onto a canal boat, cruise around the country and take our business with us. Before we can do that, we have to have approval from Canal and River Trust. We've got anybody who wants to trade on the canals or work on the canals have to have approval, and if you get the approval we can apply for a business license. So we've submitted a business plan and answered all the questions that CRT wanted to know, and we've managed to get an approval in principle. They wanted some more information from us and documents, things like that. So we filled all that in, done all that and sent it off, and I can now tell you that we've actually been granted a business license. So that's fantastic. That now means we can trade on the canals, we can work on the canals, and our dream can start to come true. Of course we need a boat. So now as we've had the business license approval, we started looking for boats. And in our search, one boat kept cropping up all the time. So we decided to come down and have a look at it. And hence why we're here today. So we've been down, we've had a look at it, and we really like it. We've made an offer, and we've had the offer accepted, which is fantastic. It is pending survey. We're going to have a full survey done on it. After all, this is going to be our life, our home. We want to make sure it's perfect for us. So the boat's been arranged to come out of the water in the next few days, and we're going to have a full survey done on it, and hopefully that will come back okay and we can move on from there. But yeah, we're 50% of the way to actually buying our home, which, yeah, it just feels amazing. It feels like a dream come true. So hopefully in the next, well, probably about a week, we should have the survey report back. Fingers crossed everything will be okay with that, and we can move on from there. So I'll report back to you when we get the survey. See you soon. Morning. I feel like a kid in a sweet shop. A few days ago now, we got our survey back, and as they say, all is good in the hood. It's had a really good survey. Some of the things that I was worried about really didn't need to be worrying about. Everything's come back and everything's fine. The hull, which is obviously one of the main things you want to know, is fine. Came back, absolutely nothing wrong with the hull. Needed a little bit of welding on the stern post, but that was nothing major. In MOT terms on a car, it's an advisory, get it done while it's out the water, but it's nothing major. And we have to get the bow thruster tube looked at, because he couldn't take the end grates off and have a look inside. So we're going to have to get that looked at and get that inspected, just make sure that's okay. Other than that, all that the reports really flagged up is things that kind of a full survey would flag up. They recommend that the engine has a full service, they recommend that the fire has a service, that the gas system has a service, just things like that. There were a couple of issues It looks like the batteries may be dead, which I've kind of got a sneaky feeling they are already, and I have kind of factored that in anyway. But yeah, so we've got a little bit of ammunition now to go back to the buyer and try and renegotiate a price. So like I said, we got the survey a few days ago. We've put a revised price in, taking into account the report we've had back off the survey, and we've had the revised price accepted. So that's it, we're committed, we're buying this boat. And now, as you can obviously see, I'm in the van. We're now driving to the marina, and we're going to sign the contract, sign all the paperwork, and we're going to pick the keys up. So as of today, she's our boat. Going forward from today, I think what we need to do is we're going to get the stove serviced, we're going to get the gas system serviced, just for our own peace of mind. Apparently the engine's already had a service, but I'm thinking at some point relatively soon I'll probably service the engine, just so I know it's been done and it's been done right. And we're going to have a couple of other little jobs done. Like I said, we'll get the bow thruster tube looked at, probably have some anodes put in that because there aren't any in there at the moment. Yeah, so that's it going forward. So like I say, we're just on the way to the marina now, sign the contract, and then she's ours. The boat's already took out the water, so while it's out we'll get this work done, and then probably a couple of weeks time the boat should be ready for going back in the water, and then we can move on board. So really, really good news for us. And here she is in all her glory. We've signed on the dotted line and we've finally got the keys. This is just the start though. We've got a lot of work to do to her now, and that's going to take place over the next couple of weeks. So in the next video we're hoping that we're going to be able to show you the work that we've had done and give you a guided tour of what she looks like inside. Once this is done, this is the start of our new life as continuous cruisers and roving traders. It'd be great if you could join us and see whether we have any success with taking our business to the water. We're going to experience highs and lows, and it'd be great if you could come along for the ride. All that's left for me to do now is say, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. Hit the notification bell. Any comments leave below, give us the thumbs up, and thanks for watching.